Hello. Yeah, we'll wait for a couple of guys to come. Am I audible? Is it clear? Just message me, na? Whoever has joined now. Is it clear? Is the sound clear? Yes. The video is clear? Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay, great. So, yeah, okay, great. Okay, so it's okay. I am. All right. So I'll just wait for a couple of minutes for people to come. Okay. So I'm still waiting for some confirmation. It's so difficult to get information. I don't know what people are hiding. Yeah. So just give me, let's say, a minute. Just give me a minute to start. By the time, let's see more people to join. I'm just waiting for confirmations to come. One or two points. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Loud and clear. Okay. Great. So whenever you guys tell start, I'll start. Okay. I'm not really bothered about how many people are watching all that, but just that because I said 10:30 and it's a bit late. So all right, yeah, okay, everybody is here. So let's start or just wait for one more minute. Somebody type. Yeah, hi Ritik. Okay, great. Hi man, and hi Kuntal. Everybody. Lot of familiar faces. Yeah, here. Start. Okay, somebody says start. Okay, so interesting. So namaste to everybody. So I'm in Rameswaram. Okay, and I've been holding on. A lot of interesting things happened in the last 2 days. I thought instead of just sharing everything on social media, I thought let me finish the work I came here. So it's quite interesting. I very whenever I come here because of the Guru Kalam Connect. It's a quite emotional thing for me to be here in Rameshwaram. I've been very well taken care of by Dr. Kalam's family and the Abdul Kalam Foundation, all that. It's just unfortunate that today this Tejas crash happened, and I was informed by one of my colleagues in Bangalore, Yasir. He works for News Nation. So Yasir told me, and then I was quite upset for a moment. Then because I was part of a very high-profile meeting here at the Dr. Kalam's house. I was not sure how to react. Then I called up a couple of contacts, and then when I confirmed it, yeah. So eventually it happened, isn't it? So it's quite unfortunate. You know, something like this happened, and but then it's part of the game, isn't it? But after I give you the updates on the crash and then Tejas Mark 1A, I also have a couple of things to share with you because as a journalist, and I'm here, because of all of you, and I've been really lucky that a lot of you have sent a lot of wishes in the last 1.5 years, health-wise. Perhaps not in the better frame. My close friends know it, but then maybe itna saal ka bhag dod na. Been a journalist for 32 years, and itna saal ka bhag dod, journalism, social service, this that. Perhaps it all caught up with me, and I did not perhaps take care of my health. That was the biggest thing, and now I have learned my lessons. I realized that it is not the number of followers or it's not the number of stories you break. It's how you take care of your health that's very important. If you ignore it, you will be in a big trouble. I'm the classic example. Yeah. So let's now come to the point. The Tejas crash first. In 23 years, the first incident, a major crash. There has been many small issues the aircraft had in the last 23 years. It's quite understandable. There were some serious issues as well, but then this is the first crash as such. The aircraft means crashing. Very unfortunate. So if you look at the video, whatever is available on public domain, there are a couple of videos of the airframe burning. There is an amazing video of the pilot ejecting and then the aircraft just coming, isn't it? So that's a crucial evidence. It's we are so lucky. Just imagine if that video was not available of the aircraft just coming by its own, then we would have heard different kind of stories. And India is a great country where stories you know, get floated within no time. So to me, that's a crucial evidence for the investigators. To me, that's a crucial evidence for everybody that's part of the team that's going to look into what happened. I don't want to jump the gun and tell what happened because I'm no expert in aircraft investigation. But if you really look at it, people who know, military aviation, it's quite clear that, perhaps, is it the problem with the engine? We don't know. Is it the problem with something else? So it's very unfair. It's very premature to jump into any conclusion. But I'm just asking a couple of questions only. So let's wait for the court of inquiry by Indian Air Force to complete. I hope Indian Air Force will, make it public because remember, Tejas is the emotion of a nation. Tejas is the emotion of you and me. Tejas is perhaps the biggest success story of modern India's military aviation. Hated by many people, including Indian Air Force, including in HAL, including many others, and then loved by the same set of people. And I must take one name here, who really, really pushed this project. One is definitely the late Manohar Parrikar and my hero, Chotu sir, Air Chief Marshal Baduria sir. And there are a few others. Of course, I'm not taking the names of Kalam, Dr. Kota. They're all, we know what kind of guys they are. But the real push for this project, the real blessing, somebody who really, really went out of the way, in the sense, despite oppositions, I'm sure in future I'll write a book, if at all I get the time and patience on Tejas. There are a lot of untold stories. So it's very clear that, this is this incident, what I fear is that perhaps this will put a lot of question marks on Tejas, that is for sure. International buyers who were showing interest in this program now will think twice. That's quite understandable. Within the country, Tejas has got more opponents than friends. So they will all be very happy tonight. They'll be having a drink, and planning how to further bring it down. Because the firefighting mechanism of Indian Air Force, HAL, DRDO is so poor, it's pathetic. And because the information doesn't come, and because, yeah, sorry, I'm back. There were some issues. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. There were some issues in between. Okay, now is it okay? Am I back? What was the last word I said? Can you just tell me what did the last word you guys heard? Am I back on track? Is it still buffering? Yeah, because there is very poor signal here. Okay, it's buffering. Is it clear now? Back. Okay, back. So so what I'm saying is that it's very difficult for an aerospace and defense journalist to get authentic news because nobody shares anything. I don't know what these guys fear. DRDO doesn't share information. HAL doesn't share information. Indian Air Force so pucho mat. The fact is, it's very unfair to blame the PROs. PROs are not at fault, whether it is Air Force PRO, Defense PRO, HAL PRO, NAL PRO, anybody, because they are just a very small, very low level, lower. I'm not saying lower level of guys who are reporting to bosses. So it's. I've seen some comments in the social media, attacking the PR or corporate communication establishment because it's not fair because they don't have much power. They'll have to listen to a set of people above them to share information. So all of you, arguing on internet, it's very difficult to get authentic information. So today's crash, it is LA 5020. The aircraft tail number is LA 5020. I'm being told according to sources, I might be wrong. So if you go back, this is the FOC version. This belongs to the second squadron of Tejas. That is squadron, is it squadron 18? The Flying Bullets? I think so. and so it is. So if you go by the SP order, it is SP24, but it's no more that series because SP20, it's LA502, so that crashed. My health. So then I put out a tweet saying that the name of the pilot, the top secret thing. Honestly, as a defense journalist for 32 years I've been doing this. I have a different take on this. What's so secret about it? That guy, whoever it is, he has ejected safe. What's so big deal about not revealing his name? I know the name, I know his background. I called up a couple of my friends to confirm it, but then I put out a tweet, and the majority of people you guys are saying on Twitter no, including my good friends. And then Air Force friends called up and said, Ananta, please don't reveal the name. So I was wondering what is so secret about it? What happens if the name, even in the past, in many crashes, when the pilots ejected safely, we have reported names. So what I don't understand, the control, this control regime. It's not my kind of journalism. I don't belong there. And because I don't report to Indian Air Force, I don't report to DRDO, I don't report to HAL, I don't take anything from them, not even one tissue paper. What is this control? Who is fearing whom? Everybody says they are all scared about somebody. And who is this somebody? I really don't know. So it's quite sad that, taxpayers, we don't get to know the information. Information is suppressed. What the hell is this, yeah? And journalism, please don't ask. It's PR. It's just the journalism. I don't want to get into it. That's a different topic. So, nobody shares. And today, I got calls from everyone, and then HAL. Again, don't blame Gopal Sutar and gang. They have nothing to do with it. The higher management, I got in touch with them. They're not sharing information. And in the HAL chairman's office, there are some guys who are bigger than chairman. And there is, seriously. And so when power comes, power corrupts. What kind of corruption? It could be in different ways. So, like this, there are satellites in every organization who doesn't share information. Whether it is DRDO, there are some satellites around the DRDO chairman. Whether it is Air Force, there are guys around the Chief of Air Staff. And they have different designations, and they think they are larger than the organization. Then they don't report to you. That is why the kind of struggle we take as journalists, as responsible journalists, to get you information. And it's so tough. Let me tell you, it's so tough to get information. All right. So what happens now? So people who are familiar with aircraft investigations, crash investigations, tell me that, couple of things what they will look into immediately. Already there is a report that has been signed by XYZ and sent to the Defense Secretary or the higher ups. So two things they will look into majorly with the initial inputs they have is, when was the engine service last? So that's one critical thing the investigators will look into. But the government will want some initial inputs, right? So the first input is, when was the engine service last? Number two, I am underlining engine. Remember this word, engine. Number two, when was the airframe service last? And then other parameters and some report goes, and the court of inquiry by the Indian Air Force will take time. There will be members from users and HAL. Okay, I lost light. 1 second. The hotel guys have switched off light. I am because I am sitting in a pool area. Let me just see. Okay, so I'll just do this. So I'll just do this. When difficulties come, we'll have to find a way out. Is it clear, guys? Can somebody message? Is it clear? Where's the message? Is it okay? Okay. Thank you, Roy. So what happens is that yeah. So where am I? So okay, all right, yeah. So that is the investigation. So investigation will take time. It will have members from DRDO, from ADA, from HAL, from Indian Air Force, from the certifying agencies, from external experts, everybody. It will take some time, but I hope they come out with the truth because Tejas belongs to the nation, isn't it? There is no other war fighting mission that has gone into the hearts of you and me, isn't it? There is no other war machine that people has got so much of sentiment despite all the opposition and spit and stones that were thrown at this machine, isn't it? So it crashed, fine, fair enough. It crashed, it will fly again. And 23 years first crash, it's a it's like it's a great record. And there are a lot of theories going around which I don't want to get into. So and the pilot's name, as because most of you didn't want me to tell it, I respect your views. I did get into some kind of an engagement on Twitter saying that why all that, but then at the end of it, it is your sentiment that I'll respect. I'm not bothered about a couple of some retweets and all stuff. So we are not revealing the name, whoever it is. Let him recover fast. Let him get back to flying. So that's it. But the sad news is that it is a setback. It is a setback for Tejas international, I would say, market maybe. Right? Now let's move on to much more interesting story. That is Tejas Mark 1A. Yesterday it had the LSTT, that is the low speed taxi trials. It was conducted successfully at HAL. I had tweeted a couple of days back about the issues, about the confusions, about the mismanagement or whatever happened between the production agency and the designers, whatever. So that is being rectified, I am being told. So you will see a Tejas Mark 1A flying very soon. So LSTT, previously we had LSTT, then HSTT, high speed taxi trials. But off late, after LSTT, it's a takeoff, HSTT and takeoff. So there is no separate event at HSTT and then the first flight. So I understand it is going to be a first flight very soon. I'm not giving a date because I'm scared, because you guys will bother me. आपने बोला था ये तारीख को होता है, क्या हुआ वो सब. बट हमारा सोर्सेज बोलते हैं कि शायद it will be on. Okay, so the hotel guys have got me back the light. So let me switch off this. Yeah, so it will be most likely it will be on 18th of March, most likely. And there is one man who witnesses everything, who breaks the news. Our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji might witness it remotely. That is what I am being told. And let me just, now one message came. So let me just read it from that. Some sources have sent me, and all my sources are really scared. I really don't know whom they fear. Okay. So yeah, so it says that in today's crash it appears to be engine issue. I'm not telling. Please don't now tomorrow just say Ananta sir you said. Somebody else is saying, as the aircraft fly-by-wire flight control system had enough redundancy to make it robust. How beautiful the plane was flying in the video post rejection of the pilot makes everyone thinks why he abandoned it. We don't know. This is one man's view. This is not an organization's view. Perhaps it was loaded with armaments for the participation for trials. So that is about the crash. Now about LCA Mark 1A, that is LA5033, the tail number, is ready for the flight almost probably next Monday. The DFCC, that is a digital flight control computer, Mark 1A, has completed all its performance sorties and the flight control system is all set to go live. This is the biggest update on Tejas Mark 1A. But there are concerns. I have my own doubts whether this today's event will have a direct impact on the first flight. So we might, if it doesn't, then the flight will happen. And because elections are coming, political parties want to, claim because of us it flew, isn't it? So I'm not getting into all that. So that's it. Nothing more to say. Um, Nothing more to say. So these are the updates. So it will fly. It will fly very soon. And thank you guys. I'm keeping it very short because, again, because of health reasons. Yeah, there are some important announcements coming. I'm being told from Dr. Kalam's family. Let's wait and see. And thank you so much for the Somnath interview support you guys gave. Uh, I hope everybody liked it. प्लीज़ डू सब्सक्राइब टू टामैक चैनल। क्यों हम इतना कम सब्सक्राइबर्स है यार? हम इतना मेहनत करके बिना हेल्थ कर रहे हैं। देखो सब्सक्राइबर्स कितना है, बहुत कम है। थोड़ा सब्सक्राइब करो, बोलो सबको सपोर्ट करो। मैडनेस चाहिए ना? थैंक यू सो मच रामेश्वरम से। आई एम श्योर ऑल ऑफ यू विल गेट द ब्लेसिंग्स ऑफ गुरु कलाम। I had a very emotional, very unforgettable private audience with him today at this khabar. Uh, yeah, this place is amazing. Yeah, so thank you guys, love you guys. Uh, because of you, I am here. And thanks for all the prayers. And I should be back fully fit. Maybe it will take another 6 more months, maybe little beyond. Yeah, I hope the update, nothing much to share, but thoda idhar udhar diya hai. I don't know whether I forgot anything. I'm just looking at my notes. More or less, I think I shared everything. Whatever little bit I knew. Yeah. Stay safe, stay inspired. And please do subscribe. Tell your friends, families. थोड़ा करो यार. इतना मेहनत करके कर रहे 28,000 is nothing, isn't it? If you don't increase the subscriber channel, then I will go back to that TikTok thing. I'll start doing fishing stories, cooking stories. Thank you. God bless you and keep me in your prayers. Yeah? Love you guys. Jai Hind.